do the Masters class warm-up in Bancroft, Ontario in isolation. I hope the rest of you are doing well. If you miss this routine as much as I do, I hope you can join me online and do it safe at home. Here we go. We're going to start with the neck. Flex, turn, lean, turn, flex, turn. We're going to go the other way. Turn, lean, turn, lean, turn. Let's do a few more reps together. Nice and slow. Try expanding the circle with every rep. Make sure you're not feeling any pain. If you are, make a smaller circle to begin with and expand as you start to warm up. When you start, your neck car might just look like a very small circle, and then you'll work your way out from there. And always remember, bend, turn, bend, turn, bend, and turn. Good. Let's do the shoulder girdle. We're going to start with a shrug. We're going to bring our shoulders forward and down and back and up and forward and down and back. Let's do a few more reps together, nice and slow. You may find it easier to control one at a time if you're having difficulty isolating your shoulder without moving other parts of your body around too much. So try to keep everything else nice and still and just work through the shoulder blades and the collarbones. Let's switch directions. Good. Go at your own pace. We're just trying to warm up. There's no rush. All right, we're going to go through the elbows. You want to turn your hands up and out as far as you can. Fully flex your elbows. Turn your hands in, up and out as far as you can, and bring your arms down. We're going to repeat that turn about 10 times. You don't have to turn your hands on every rep. You can keep them up or down for a few reps, but the idea is that you're trying to rotate them as hard as possible as you go through these reps. So every time you turn, continue to turn as hard as you can. Awesome. Let's go through the wrists. We're just going to make the biggest circle possible without rotating the hand up or down or in or out. Try to just keep your palms up. And let's switch directions. Snow is really coming down here. It's about 0 degrees, just beautiful. All right, we're gonna go through the shoulder. I like to start this one nice and easy. We're gonna start by just twisting the hand around and making this really small circle. Start to expand the circle. No rush to make it a huge circle, but you want to start to really reach. Now, if you have any pain in your neck or shoulders, you may not want to lift your hand higher than shoulder height. But if you know you're able to do this, you can start to reach right up towards the sky. Big twist and turn in the hand, trying to reach up at this point with your fingertips. Your hand should be backwards at this point, and then you extend as far as you can before rotating back, coming all the way around. All right, so feel free to pause the video and do more reps than I'm doing at any point. I'm going to switch sides and show you that one again. So again, the big thing is rotating the shoulder. The size of the circle is not as important as twisting the arm around and leading that twist with the elbow joint. So even if you just keep that circle nice and small but really rotate, you're going to do a lot more than if you reach up into a huge circle without any of that twist. So let's start to expand that circle. I'll expand mine a little quicker this time and get my reps done, because you know the deal at this point. I recommend doing this routine every day, and there's not really enough time in the day to do too many reps. Doing your cars, your controlled articular rotations every day, the only way to really let your joints breathe and work in a maximal range without stress on them. So we're going to go through the spine. What I like to do is either lean against the wall, you could do this sitting down, or standing up with your feet wide, and squeeze your legs together so you don't move your hips around. We're going to put the hands across the shoulders. We're going to flex forward. It's much like the neck. It's bend or flex, twist or turn, lean, big turn to the other side, flex down and forward, and bend to the front. We're going to switch directions. We're going to turn. We're going to lean. We're going to twist. We're going to bend. And we're going to turn. So let's do that a few more times. And again, feel free to start with a nice small circle and expand from there. You can go slower than I'm going. Pause the video. Take your time. It's just a nice, gentle warm-up. It's not supposed to be super intense. Hence the blue jeans. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to get into the lower body. For the hip, it can be best if you have something to balance on, so I'm just going to get a hold of this snowy railing. I like to start the hip nice and gentle. We're going to focus on rotation and a small circle to begin, much like the shoulder, the other ball and socket. We're going to start to lift the knee a little higher and really open up as we drop. Really focus on pointing the toes in and out. Good. Now we're going to add a little bit of a kick. As you open up, you're going to try and rotate and then bring the knee together. I'll show you this from the other side after. Hopefully you can see all the angles. Open up, rotation, down to the side. Again, make sure none of this hurts. And if making a huge circle, whoa, really hurts, focus on the rotation aspect of it. We're going to set up the other side. I'll show you from here. So again, opening up the hip, starting to expand that circle. I'm going to do this side a little quicker, start to expand a little more aggressively. So we spent a good amount of time on the other side. Whew. Snow is getting soft. Late March here. Still lots of snow, but it's definitely starting to melt. We'll probably be up here for the lake opening up in the next week or two. Alright, let's go through the knee and the ankle. Now, I generally like to do the knee and the ankle seated, or you can lean against something or hold onto a railing. I'm just going to stand here and show you the general idea. You're going to support your thigh, turn your toes out, extend, flex, turn your toes in, extend, and flex. And we're just going to repeat that motion. Again, you're rotating as far as you can inside and outside, and you're trying not to let this hip move around. You just want to try and rotate at the knee. Nice and easy. Let's switch it up. Internal rotation, external rotation, flexing and extending. And again, using this knee joint without the weight of my body on it in its maximal range of motion, just to get lubrication, oxygen, and nutrients circulation into the joint. Great thing to do if you get stiff knees from sitting down for a long period of time before you get up. We're going to do the ankle, and basically it's nice and simple, just making the biggest circle possible with the toes. We're going to go nice and slow. Again, I recommend doing these seated or with some sort of support, but I'm going to risk looking a bit silly for the camera. Alright, let's switch legs. Point, turn, big circle. Really squeezing every degree on the compass and trying to get as much range of motion out of that joint as possible. Let's switch directions. All right. I miss you guys. Hope everybody's staying healthy. Thanks for joining me today.